Andrea here. So today I wanted to go over elimination communication and exactly how I do it with Leo, who is currently 8 months old. I've been doing it since he was about a month and a half, I'd say, and it's been going pretty good. There have been times where he has had potty pauses or where I just don't have the energy or the time to actually do it all day with him. So we've gone from part-time pottying to almost full-time pottying. Currently, we're doing about 80% of the time pottying. The other times I don't get to do it as much because either someone is visiting us and I'm busy with them, or we're out and I just don't do it when we're out. Like, honestly, I don't want this to become an obsession for me. I want it just to be a learning experience for Leo and hopefully a help to him once the time comes for him to actually be potty trained. It's just about getting Leo to know what the potty is, recognize that he can pee and poop in there, and just feel comfortable with it, basically, and not be afraid of sitting on the potty. We only take it with us if we're going somewhere for like the whole day. If, for example, we're going to the grocery store, I don't take the potty with me and I don't offer him the potty even at the grocery store, like in the bathroom in there. He's only used to going in his baby Bajorn potty, and so if I were to offer him the toilet there, he would probably just be afraid of the toilet. I've tried offering it him here and he doesn't like it. Oh, he woke up. Be right back. So as I was saying, if we're gonna go out for a couple hours, we'll just put on either a cloth diaper or a disposable diaper and then just go. If we're gonna be out for more than just a couple hours, we do take the potty and just make sure to give as many potty opportunities as we can. Whenever we are away from home and we are with other people, we don't really give as many potty opportunities as usual because we're just kind of distracted, and I try not to give myself too hard of a time when that happens because it's not often, and it's not like my son is going to forget how to potty. A lot of accidents are going to happen. You're going to have pee on the floor or on yourself a lot. You just kind of have to just let it go. I know that for me, when I started EC, I would get kind of frustrated with myself whenever Leo would go in his diaper, or he would have days where he was just refusing the potty. I didn't realize at the time until I listened to one of Andrea's podcasts about potty pauses. I learned that can happen when the baby is reaching a developmental goal or milestone, when they're learning how to sit up, how to crawl, or how to start babbling, talking, when they're teething, when they're sick, all sorts of reasons why they might have a potty pause. At the time I didn't know, and I would get frustrated with myself because I was like, what am I doing wrong? Now I know it happens. I also know that potty pauses can just happen because the baby is sick of sitting on the potty wherever you're pottying them, and they need a change of scenery. So for Leo, that has happened a couple times, and I ended up having to move the location where we potty him in our house to a couple different places. When I moved him from pottying in his bedroom to pottying in the bathroom, he started pottying again. Sometimes he just needs something to help him go. Like, for example, I learned that running the water while he's on the potty would help him to go. Now, he's going through this phase where he only goes if he's drinking water. I just try to do whatever I can to get him to keep going on the potty. And eventually, he doesn't need me to run the water anymore or to put him in the bathroom or things like that. Yeah? Yeah? What? For poos, Leo tends to go after he has either slept all night or after a nap. I give him a potty opportunity as soon as he wakes up, and I give him like 10 minutes and either read to him some books or play with a toy. There have been times where he's been constipated and he doesn't go all day. In those cases, I usually wait, and on the 3rd day of no poops, I know that it's gotten a little too far and I give him a little bit of prunes, and that usually helps get things going. Also, just making sure that I hydrate him a little bit more on those days when he's constipated, that helps too. For pees, he goes as soon as he wakes up too. Although right now, because he is teething, he is having a little bit of potty pauses. He still goes poop after waking up, but the pees, he's been starting to go in his diaper more before I can get to him when he wakes up. So that unfortunately is happening, but I know that things will get back to normal eventually. I usually give him a potty tunity again 30 minutes after he's woken up. And then if I saw that that was a big pee, I know that he's going to pee again. So I give him another potty tunity, maybe 30 or 40 minutes after that. And I keep on doing that until I see that the pee that came out is really small. And then I know he's not really gonna pee anymore for a while. What we do is we keep a potty upstairs and then one downstairs, so that when we are waking him up from a nap or from sleep, we can potty him right there. It's in his bedroom, so we just go straight into the potty. Since we do hang out most of the day downstairs, I have one down here too, and that one hangs out near his play area. They're both Baby Bjorn potties that I got on Amazon. I will link those below. Leo loves those potties. I did get him another potty. I forget what it's called, but I will link that one below too. It's a bigger potty. It makes a little flushing sound when you're done with it, and the back of it, the top can lift off, and you can keep like toilet paper or wipes or books or toys in there. It's really cool, and I was hoping that Leo would like it, but he really did not like it. I think the issue with that one was that his feet couldn't reach the ground. They couldn't touch. And with the Baby Bjorns, he can actually touch the ground. And I think he feels a little safer, more comfortable that way. And he's in more of like a squatting position that way. So he'll probably like the other potty when he's a little bit taller. We don't really make any cueing sounds when he's going pee or poop that much anymore. We did in the beginning, and it totally helped. We would go pss, pss, pss for pee, for poo, and he actually started recognizing those sounds, and whenever we'd make those sounds, he would go. But then I think around like the 4-month mark, he stopped responding to those sounds, and now he just goes without us having to make any sound. I'll be right back. Alright, so just a couple more points I wanted to mention. Leo's teething, first of all, so he might start fussing a little bit. I'll try to make this quick. So one thing that I did is I bought little underwears for babies from TinyUndies. Careful, honey, careful. Whoa. And the reason I did this is because I really just didn't want him to always be in the bulky cloth diapers. I just felt like it would just be easier for him to move around. They are training underwear, so they're super tiny, and they have extra material to catch the pee. Here, let me give you this. Here you go, Poopy. Yeah. The underwear is also a good idea, and it's been helpful to me to do observation time without having him completely naked, which I like because then I don't have as much cleanup to do every time he pees and I miss it. I really prefer it over doing completely naked observation time. Another thing is that you know like right away when they've gone pee because the color of the underwear changes a little bit when it's wet. So this helps you to know and to change them right away. Careful, honey. He just wants something to chew on. The underwear is actually what helped me to figure out that he's going pee every 30 minutes now versus every like 10 minutes that it was before when he was like 4 or 3 months old or younger. He was going pee all the time. But then all of a sudden he hit a point where I would offer him the potty and he wouldn't go, and I thought he was refusing to go. When I got these underwears, I was able to see that he's going every 30 minutes or every 40 to 50 minutes now. So it's consolidating a little bit, and I was made aware of it by the underwear. If you do get it, keep in mind that you might need to size up. For Leo, he's 8 months old and he's currently wearing the 12-month and 18-month sizes. So the reason I got the 18-month size is because when I first bought them when he was 6 months old, he was a little bit chunkier in the stomach and the legs, and the 12-month size didn't really fit him. So I had to buy the 18-month. Now that he's a little more mobile, he's, I think, starting to lose some weight because his stomach and legs are a little bit thinner. And now the 12-month size underwear fits perfectly, and the 18-month is a little loose. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to order them for your baby. I'm going to try some other types of underwears. I know that other people sell them, and I'll let you guys know how I like other ones in future videos. One thing that I wanted to mention is I don't like to leave him in a wet diaper or underwear for very long because I don't want him to get accustomed to just sitting in wetness. It might make him think that it's just normal to be wet, and I don't want him to think that. I want him to find it uncomfortable to be wet. Then when he becomes wet, he'll complain and I'll change him. Also, he might even realize that when he feels the sensation of peeing, then wetness follows. And he might hold back from peeing and wait until I offer him the potty instead. And that is also a reason why I try to avoid disposable diapers as much as possible. Yes, I do use them, but maybe only once in a blue moon, and we do use them at night for bed. But for the most part, he is always in cloth or in an underwear, and disposables, they just don't let babies feel when they're wet because they absorb so well. And that's not good because they're having the sensation of urinating, and then they don't get the feeling of being wet afterwards. Don't drop it. And so they don't realize that urination causes wetness, and they kind of just don't even realize that they're going pee after a while. It's like you're training them to be in a diaper and just to not know that they're peeing. I don't want that because I want him to potty train soon, and I don't want him to feel comfortable being in a diaper. I want him to not want to be in a diaper. We do use them at night, like I mentioned earlier, for sleep because I want him to sleep. That's more important to me than doing EC at night because he does have a hard time napping during the day, so we want him to be able to sleep at night so that I can rest too, of course. So that's pretty much it. I think he's starting to lose his patience, so I'm gonna leave from here. Hey, honey, do you want this one? You want this one? So I'll try to post another update in a couple months. I'm sure EC will change quite a bit for us once he can crawl and walk. I will also hopefully be posting a video on cloth diapering and how we do that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you around. Bye!